Hello and welcome. My name is Alan, and we are back with more members of the 118th Congress. This was meant to be Sunday's video. Today we are looking at Senator Mike Rounds, who is one of the two senators for the state of South Dakota. He is a Republican, and before he took office, he was preceded in office by Tim Johnson. Now, let's go ahead and look at who he is as an individual. He was born in Huron, South Dakota on October the 24th, 1954. Earned a Bachelor of Science from South Dakota State University in 1977. Was an insurance and real estate executive, member of the South Dakota State Senate 1991 to 2000, serving as majority leader from 1995 to 2000, governor of South Dakota 2003 to 2011, before being elected as a Republican to the U.S. Senate in 2014, and re-elected in 2020 for the term ending January 3rd, 2027. Now, let's go ahead and look at the committees he is on. He is on the Committee on Armed Services, of which he's on the Subcommittee on Cybersecurity, of which he's a ranking member, the Subcommittee on Personnel, and the Subcommittee on Strategic Forces. He's on the Committee on Banking, Housing, and Urban Affairs, of which he's on the Subcommittee on Economic Policy, the Subcommittee on Housing, Transportation, and Community Development, and the Subcommittee on Securities, Insurance, and Investment, of which he's a ranking member. He is on the Committee on Indian Affairs, the Committee on Veterans Affairs, and the Select Committee on Intelligence. Now, let's go ahead and look at his top 5 industry donors over his career. At the top, Securities and Investment, who have donated $841,169. Next is Leadership PACs, who have donated $778,967. Next is Retired, who have donated $566,566. Next is Commercial Banks, who have donated $556,640. And fifth is Insurance, who have donated $553,404. Now, let's look at his top 5 individual donors and contributors over his career. At the top, number 1, we have Avera Health. And they are a regional health system based in Sioux Falls, South Dakota in the U.S., comprising more than 300 locations in 100 communities throughout South Dakota, Minnesota, Iowa, Nebraska, and North Dakota. Altogether, it has donated $58,204, and once again, that's Avera Health. Next, at number 2, we have Sanford Health. And it is a non-profit integrated healthcare delivery system headquartered in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, with additional offices in Fargo and Bismarck, North Dakota, and Bemidji, Minnesota. Altogether, it has donated $55,000, and once again, that's Sanford Health. Next, at number 3, we have NextEra Energy, and they are an American energy company with about 58 gigawatts of generating capacity, revenues of over $18 billion in 2020 and about 14,900 employees throughout the U.S. and Canada. And it is the world's largest electric utility holding company by market capitalization with a valuation of over $120 billion as of November 2023. Altogether, it has donated $53,950, and once again, that's NextEra Energy. Next, at number 4, we have the state of South Dakota, and it is a landlocked state in the north central region of the U.S., also serving as part of the Great Plains. Altogether, it has donated $53,448, and once again, that's the state of South Dakota. And finally, in 5th, we have Citigroup, and it is an American multinational investment bank and financial services company in New York City, and was formed with the merger of Citicorp, the bank holding company for Citibank, and Travelers in 1998. And it is the third largest banking institution in the United States by assets, alongside JP Morgan Chase, Bank of America, and Wells Fargo. Altogether, it has donated $53,150, and once again, that's Citigroup Incorporated. Now, let's go ahead and look at the donors at a glance. Industry-wise, securities and investment, ooh. Leadership PACs, boo, suck. Retired, absolutely wonderful. Commercial banks, ooh. Insurance, individually. Avera Health, okay. Sanford, okay. NextEra Energy, State of South Dakota, absolutely wonderful. Citigroup, ooh. But this has been a look at Senator Mike Rounds, who is one of the 2 senators for the state of South Dakota. As always, educate thyself, think, read, study, learn. Someone tells you something you have trouble believing, ask them to cite their sources. I'll be putting my sources and links in the description box below the video. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, later.